Hi everybody, this is Daniel with POV Pool, and we are going to start 2 new team event matches. It'll be the Stroke and Smoke team from Florida playing the Goodfellas on the next table over, and I'm about to find out what this next one is. Hold on a second.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have purchased a raffle ticket for a Jacoby Q, it would be an orange ticket. Please come up to the tournament desk for your refund.
All right, guys. I have to take a well-deserved break. I'm going to lunch right now, and I'll be back in about an hour. I'm going to leave these matches recording. I hope you guys enjoy the stream, and I'm sure somebody has my phone number. If you want to text me if the stream goes down or anything, please let me know. Otherwise, it's been great being here at the Super Billiards Expo. At the Rally in the Valley event. In fact, our man Upstate Al is going to do a little bit of commentary while I'm gone. He's not obligated to stay, but I have to leave. I've got to go off out in the field for about an hour.
Okay, no problem. I'll try to do the best I can. I'm going to have to step in and out.
Yeah, you don't have to stay here at all. You're under no. I didn't even expect you to sit down here. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I got some updates.
Sorry, I'll be right there. Oh, good. And hold on, we got a real-time update from Upstate Al.
From the Pro Arena, Frankie Hernandez defeated by Josh Elridge, 10-8. John Mora defeated Danny Mastermaker, 10-1. Max Eberle defeated Jason Klatt, 10-6. Torsten Holman defeated Joey Dupuis, 10-7. That's the only finals I have so far in this round. I'll be giving you some more updates as they proceed and as I get a chance to run into the back. But once again, Frankie Hernandez defeated by Josh Elridge, 10-8. Johnny Moore over Danny Mastermaker, 10-1. Max Eberle over Jason Klatt, 10-6. Torsten Holman over Joey Dupuis, 10-7. More updates as we go along. I also posted on my Facebook, Upstate Al Leon, I posted also the brackets for the One Pocket tournament that's going on. I'm going to try to keep you updated on that. No promises. There's a lot of things going on here. CMB WSU in the house. How come you don't have a blue suit on? What's wrong with that? I'm going to have to fix you up. Give me 2 seconds.
Also, we were receiving, just took down the logo.
Oh, yeah. No, I wanted to blow up.
Social.
No, I wanted to get him up there.
Also,
my man Bob.
Tune in to POV Pool. We are receiving real-time live reports from Upstate Al.
You got it. Okay, CMB WSU, you are now blue, sir. Sorry about that. I didn't get a chance to stop by earlier. I hope everybody's enjoying these updates. I'm gonna try to stay here in the booth. Dan actually has to take a break for about an hour. I'm stepping into this. Don't ask me who's playing. I'm going to try to. Oh, the names are on there, but I don't know who they are. Okay. Looks like Stroke and Smoke versus the Goodfellas out of New York, I guess. That's the only thing I see. Hey, Paul Man, welcome aboard. I hope everybody is keeping up to date with the updates. I've been giving them to Facebook, Upstate Al Leon. I got the one pocket brackets up there also. I tell you what, you got some one pocket games going back there. You got Chip Compton, you know, didn't actually have a spot. And in the, yeah, anytime, Dan. Chip Compton actually didn't have a spot in the one pocket. And Dennis Hatch actually gave Chip Compton his spot. You were able to give your spot away if you wanted to. And it's like a $200 entry. Dennis said, look, you don't owe me nothing else, just give me the $200 entry that I paid, which was pretty nice. You know, a lot of players in that position would say, hey, look, give me $300, give me $400, and you could buy in and get your spot. But also Joey Gray got in, you know, under the same way. And nice to see the pool players didn't charge anything extra for another pool player to get in. They just said, give me the $200, you got the spot. You know, there's a lot of tournaments going on. So, you know, they're playing in a bunch of tournaments. And plus, you know, you're probably not familiar with it, maybe a lot of people. If you ever came to Super Billiards Expo or any pool convention, whether it be on the East Coast or West Coast, you know, you got booths. You got booths. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit tongue-tied. I've been doing 100 miles an hour around this place, and right now I'm just sitting down, so I'm unwinding a little bit, so to say. If you never went to a convention, you got booths set up, like Kamui. You got Kamui booth. Then they have a pool table in there. And right now I can see Ralph, not Ralph Beckett, the other Ralph. I can't even think of his last name. Ralph Souquet. Ralph Souquet is in there. They got like a challenge to pro. And a lot of booths, what they do is that's for attraction. It might cost you $5. It might cost you $10 to play the pro, right? And then if you beat the pro one game out of a race to 3, you might get a Kamui tip. If you beat them 2 games out of a race to 3, you'll get a Kamui chalk. And if you beat them like all 3 games, then you get like this package. And each booth is doing something different with a pro. So not only are the pros playing in the events, they're actually donating their time. They're not getting paid for it. They go to booths, and Kamui might grab them. And Jameson New has what they call the pig pen booth up here. He's got a pretty nice booth. He's got like 2 booths up there, and he does the same thing. So you know, all kudos, man, for these professionals. Jason Shore, he's helping out Kings of Vapor. You know, Kings of Vapor booth. Let me tell you something. They are swamped. You know, a lot of people trying to quit smoking. Number one. And some of the people that don't want to quit smoking and they want to have something like they're smoking in this convention center, which is legal, these electronic cigarettes that they have, they can smoke them in here, you know, and it actually helps them quit smoking, and plus it makes them feel like they don't have the urge to smoke. So they're pretty swamped. Every place in there is swamped, and it's Friday night. I can tell you one thing, through the years I've been coming to SBE Super Billiards Expo. 1 second, somebody's approaching the booth.
73, take name 8 ball. Before the table 73 for the match.
TV/channel/POV4. Put up. No, I won the flip. We have.
Don't put
You
this
have
in.
them put up?
Don't put this last part in. Just up to here. Put this in. Okay? Don't put pop out. I don't want to pop out the chat.
Anyway, I posted the one pocket on AZ Thread. There you go, CMB WSU, always behind the scenes, always doing something to promote pool. If you want to take a look at that link, the link is above the brackets, I guess. I mean, above the chat. I'm not sure. I just stepped in here. Feel free to click it and you can see the brackets for the one pocket. I'll tell you what, it's a strong one pocket field back there. $200 entry. I think they have 32 players, if I'm not mistaken. I posted the brackets, you can see it. So kudos to CMBWSU and Slumaholic. Absolutely. Everybody on the stream. Thanks for signing on and watching in POV pool. But yeah, getting back to those pro players, I tell you, they're all over the place. I might be able to grab one of them and see if I can get them in the booth, and maybe we can have like a Q&A type of thing via the chat. We'll see if we can grab them. But the match at hand, I have no clue what's going on, to be honest with you. I sat down to give Daniel Bush some updates and found out that Dan wanted me to sit in. Hey, here's the Kings of Vapor, baby. This is my man Chad that supports Upstate Al. What a beautiful shirt that is, Chad. Wow.
2X or this is 2X?
I think a 2X is comfortable for me, Chad. Yeah, 2X is comfortable, yeah. That's beautiful. Kings of Vapor just made up some new shirts. KingsofVaporOhio.com, helping people stop smoking. And I'll tell you one thing, these guys are doing a really nice job. I'll take a picture of the shirt and I'll post it up, man. What a beautiful shirt this is. Thank you, Chad.
Thank you, buddy.
You got it. Yeah, there's a lot of, I don't know if you guys can hear me. Okay, there you go. That's a little bit better. These are like more directional headsets. I brought my headsets in for Daniel. I think it's a little more comfortable for him. You know, you can have hands-free. You know, he's sort of like a headset that an old operator used to use at the Bell Telephone Company, but they're professional commentators' headsets. What else is going on? There's a young man at the table. One's in, I don't know who he is. I really don't know. So I feel like I'm lost. I'd rather talk to you guys for an hour, and this way I can unwind, and maybe by the time that's over. Oh, check this out. I'm going to a place called Harold's. It's a restaurant here called Harold's. And the sandwiches are either $30 a sandwich or $50 a sandwich. You can look them up online, Harold's in Edison, New Jersey. And I heard if you buy like a sandwich for like $30, you could feed like 3 or 4 people. You buy a sandwich for $50, you can feed like 5 to 6 people. So you can imagine, and Alan Hopkins is the one, Alan Hopkins Sr., he said, Alan, when you get a chance, go over to Harold's. He says, have yourself a nice lunch. And he said, be prepared to eat. And with no exaggeration, he says, look, no exaggeration. He says, the meat's going to be this high. And I know you can't see my hands, but I would say a good 10 to 12 inches, 10 inches to a foot thick of cold cuts. Whether you get pastrami, roast beef, whatever it is. Harold's in Edison, New Jersey. Look up their menu. Wow. So we're going to be going over there. Hopefully, I'll be going over there around, I don't know what time it is. It's 1 o'clock. That might be East. That might be, I don't know what Dan's got his clock set for. Is it West Coast time? Yeah, it's 4:08 on the East Coast. I was hoping to get there by 5. So Dan said about an hour. Hey, maybe I'll get out of here in about an hour when Dan gets back. But other than that, we're having a great time. The outpour of pool players and people shopping for pool equipment and accessories is just unbelievable. I mean, I've seen people buy things I never saw. $200, $300, $400, you know, and then I got to stop and ask, hey, what is this new equipment, you know? Some interesting stuff. And then you have Gil Costello. I don't know if you know Gil. He does a lot with leather. You know, he makes like lizard wraps, eel wraps, shark wraps for your queue. He's really, really high tech into like, you know, all exotic stuff. He started making shoes. Alligator shoes, lizard and shark skin shoes. And I actually seen the first person to buy a pair of shoes, you want to know who it is? I'm going to let it out of the bag. Jared Clowry. The gentleman that got caught in the Boston bombing, one of the victims in the Boston Marathon, Jared Clowry, who happens to be a personal friend of mine. We were talking, and I introduced him to Gil. And Jared turns around, and he sees these shoes, and he said to Gil, what is this? And Gil says, these are shoes I make. And showed him the alligator, showed him the shark skin. I forget. Anyway, whatever it was either alligator or a shark skin. And Jared said, I want them. $500 pair of shoes. So Jared's got a beautiful pair of shoes, and he's got plenty of other leather stuff up there. Of course, you got Tony, from Hustling Clothing. You got Mucci. We wish Bob well. We know Bob had some heart surgery. The owner of Mucci. He's here. Not the owner himself. He's recouping. He's at home. But he does have a booth here with his workers. You got Viking. You got Predator. You name it. The Who's of Who is here in Poole. And I believe Fast Lenny is also streaming today, doing some BCA stream from one of the casinos. I think I seen one of his posts this morning on Facebook. So support Fast Lenny also on the rail. I'm sure Daniel has no problem with that. He usually does promote other streams as well. I don't know if my chat is stuck here with Daniel's chat, or maybe everybody's just listening in. I don't know. Sometimes the chat gets screwed up. If so, I'll have to refresh. I don't know exactly what's going on in these matches, but you can watch the matches as I shoot the breeze. Just listening. All right, we are mesmerized. All right, I'm trying to put you on location and give you an idea. I'd like to take one of the cameras and pan it around and show you what's going on, and show you Ralph Souquet. He's got a big crowd around him in the Kamui booth, and give you an idea of what's going on. And if one of these matches should end, which eventually they will, but if one of these matches should end before the other, I'll try to take one of Dan's cameras and I'll turn it so that I'll try to pan the room for you and give you an idea of what it's like. It's sort of like if you ever went to a car show or any big convention for any kind of products. If you're into Mary Kay or Avon, I don't know, but this is like super huge. All about pool. Take the camera around. Yeah, I will. As soon as I can't take it off of the Tap League matches. First of all, they're one of AZB Upstate Al sponsors. That's number one. And also, I guess they're on board with Daniel Bush. I'm not sure. But he's hired to do these matches for Tap. But, and he's recording them. So when one of the matches go down, I will elect or try to. He doesn't have the robotics, but I'll loosen up the tripod, do a pan of the room, and I'll stop around. You see Dan Cintron, he's working with the Kamuis, Kamui booth over there. But they're doing a great job. Always do.
Thoroughly planned blasting and down south hustlers, table 77. Boom Shakalaka and Buzz Boys, table 78.
So Stroke and Smoke versus Goodfellas, and I can't read the writing on this one. It's so small. It looks like Nice Rack versus Team Stupid. I don't know. Let me look into the graphics behind this just to see. All right, Stroke and Smoke versus Goodfellas. That's the first one. And the second one is Nice Rack versus Team Stupid. All right, cool. I guess I have to go to the Wizard to get a brain. Team Stupid. Not mocking them at all. Just, having a good time. Reverse camera. reverse view from over the windows. Censored. That's not even half the arena. Oh yeah, are you kidding me? You're absolutely right. If I turn the camera around the other side, behind us, or behind camera view, I'm just going to take a look from here, give you an idea. Yeah, you know what? This is about 50% of it as far as length. Towards the left side of the camera view, probably half the length from where you see these tables to the windows wide, just for tap. Just for the tap lead. So big shout out to Tap. They're really putting it on. I was talking to Professor Q-Ball, you know, and Paul and them, and I'm interested in doing some three-cushion billiard streaming, and I spoke to the treasurer, Robert Merrill, for the Billiard Congress. He's actually the treasurer for the three-cushion billiard Congress. So, I don't know, you know, I'm just out meeting and greeting, and I don't know, maybe we'll have something coming up with three-cushion billiards for those of you that are interested. No time within the near future as far as a week or two, but I will keep you updated with that. I still have to talk to Caroline Powell at the Mez, and I'd like to cover more Mez events also, since I'm doing Predator and Josh. I'm doing majority of the Josh that I can, the Josh events, and I'm doing as many as I can as far as the Predator events. So I'd like to get Mez events also. One second, guys. Somebody's approaching the booth.
How are these two tables? That's the only one that they're streaming. I don't know. Daniel Bush stepped out. I'm just covering. I think that's the only two tables that are supposed to be. So I guess the semifinals and everything will be right here.
Table 3, Glass City Heat, Verb don't have a strike.
If you're friends with Tom Kennedy on Facebook or Ron Park from the Carolinas, they actually went to Harold's yesterday, and you see a picture of Tom Kennedy standing in front of like the bakery or the dessert part of Harold's. I haven't been there yet. I want to get there today. And you see the cakes behind them. My goodness. They look like they're 2 stories tall. So I guess it's like going into Texas and where everything's big. Well, this is in Edison, New Jersey, and everything's big. So Harold's hitting everybody with the $50 sandwiches. I gotta see it. I gotta see it, man. So we got Ralph the lawyer with us. We're gonna take Ralph down with us and maybe have some lunch later on. I'm standing up, and I'm looking for one of the pros to come walking by. Maybe I can grab him and throw him in the booth. They will have like a Q&A. All right, guys, I just grabbed, it's not a professional player, but I grabbed the girlfriend of Jerry T. I don't know if you're familiar with Jerry T from nycgrind.com. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing here. Come on, I put you on the spot.
You definitely put me on the spot. Well, we're just here to represent NYC Grind, and basically we're this event, you have professionals, you have amateurs, so we're just trying to provide the content for everybody to see, and just we're trying to provide content that's not the same old stats. You know, we want to see more pictures and interviews, we want opinions, things of that nature. I mean, we would just want to bring a little more sexy to the site.
Right, so they have to, what they do is they tune into nycgrind.com.
Exactly.
And you guys got like massive amounts of media going on.
Media.
Covering this event and many tournaments throughout the tri-state and the country.
I mean, we do the Predator tours on a regular basis. We've been covering everything going on at Steinway, different events at Amsterdam. And this is not just something that's taking place in New York anymore. I mean, it's far beyond that at this point.
Yeah, it's crossing state borders. I like it. I like it.
It's a
and
beautiful
it's a pleasure seeing you here.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Because you light this place up like sun.
I'm trying to do my best.
All right, get on the run, girl.
All right.
There you go. You have Lydia from NYC Grind, guys. Thank you, Lydia. Hey, grab Ralph the lawyer. Guys, I'm going to have Ralph, I call him Ralph the lawyer. I'm going to have him put on a headset just for a couple of seconds and give you some kind of input of what he thinks about this. Well, Ralph?
Yes.
Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
This is POV Pool, Daniel Bush out of the West Coast, and he's covering the Tap League. All right, this is an amateur league, probably the biggest league in North America. But what I'm doing is stopping people as they're walking by, and I want to know what's your outlook on what's going on here at SBE, and what do you think about this?
I think it's wonderful.
Have a seat, Ralph. Sit down.
I think it's wonderful. I think everybody's doing a really good job, and I'm enjoying myself. You've got quite a system set up here, though.
This is Daniel Bush. Yeah, he's working pretty sporty. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, good. Let me ask you a question. What are we talking about? The whole thing.
We're talking about everything. We just want to clarify that.
Yeah.
I just got thrown here in the seat because Daniel Bush, who actually is doing the show, in charge of doing it, he needed to take a break for some reason, an emergency or something. So.
Yeah, but the show is great. I mean, there's a lot of tables here.
Right. Oh, I'm sorry. We're getting Ralph wired up like the $16 million man that he is. There he is.
The only bad thing about it is anything I'm looking for, no one has it.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for a Lomax jump cue.
Wait a minute. Steve is one of my sponsors.
Oh, really?
If I can't get you a Lomax jump cue, nobody's can.
Oh, okay, that's great.
We might have to go over there with the guys from the limousine company.
All right, good.
Bring them in.
I ended up buying a double Mez cue. I have one Mez cue.
I was just talking about that. I got to go see Caroline.
Yeah, I went to see Caroline. She said, Ralph, you're the only person in her life that she ever sold the same cue 2 times. And it's the highest end cue.
Really? Well,
psycho.
Let me tell you a little bit about Ralph. He's got a collection beyond recognition. Probably a museum don't have.
Yeah, my ex-wife has a lot of them.
Yeah, well, that's water under the bridge. You're moving forward with that. But I will talk to Steve.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, and I will mention that to him.
That'll be good.
In fact, we'll take a walk over there together.
Okay, good.
And he'll make you one if he doesn't have it. He's got beautiful jump cues.
I know. The one I saw that I like.
Breakdown on the handle.
Yeah, and it's part of a 3-set group for $9,500, and I just didn't want to spend that much.
Right. Now we'll get you something nice.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
But the place is really beautiful. They're doing a wonderful job.
All right.
And it's a lot closer.
A lot closer for us, yeah. A lot closer.
That's good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, I was just telling everybody. I said, they got the pros shooting on each table. If you can't find it here, you're not going to find it anywhere. And if we can't get it, then nobody can.
It's really great. I like it better than Valley Forge.
Do you? I like Valley Forge, and I'll tell you why I like Valley Forge. I sweated some of the action. I'll give you a little bit of update on some of the action that's been going on. Gambling for potatoes. I've seen $40 matches going on and $50 matches. This was unheard of when we were in Valley Forge.
Sure.
It was $500, $1,000, $100 table, the minimum. Minimum was $100 table. You know, you had the great Keith McCready playing Hillbilly Bryant. You know, you had Frankie Hernandez and Keith going at it. I mean, it was just, everybody was just like up in arms, man. And it was like, there was potatoes all over the floor. You know, money all over the floor.
Tony Liang said the same thing to me. We just left a few minutes ago. Tony said, look, it's unusual. He said that you could gamble if you don't have much money. Just enjoy yourself.
Right.
And
So the economy, maybe?
I don't know. I think you've got a lot of players here who never could afford to play for the big stakes. And they have fun, and they're going to go home, and they're not going to lose too much if they lose.
Right.
I think it's good. But, all right. So I'm going to
take a walk over with you right now.
Oh, really?
Yes,
okay,
right
good.
now. Guys, I'm going to step out. When I get back, I got to go over to Steve Lomax's booth with Ralph. When I get back, I'll try to stop somebody else on the pathway and get their input on the SBE. All right, Ralph, thanks for sitting in.
Thank you. Thanks.
I know, an hour.
Well, good news. We just went over to Steve Lomax's booth, and my man, Ralph the lawyer, picked up one of Steve's masterpieces, a beautiful, beautiful jump cue, and that's it. It's over. Ralph's a happy camper. Okay, Ralph. All righty. Take care. So Ralph's a happy camper. Beautiful jump cue. What? You know, Steve makes great work. If you ever have a chance, you got to look up Steve Lomax's custom cues. His jump cues are like top notch. I don't think anybody in the world, I keep hearing it, that there's not another jump cue out there like Steve Lomax's jump cue. And the one I just had in my hand, wow. It's a breakdown jump cue. Gorgeous. I mean, really. It was actually part of a set. I think
4 o'clock matches to go out.
I think the stick that's...
Uninvited, Rusty
I don't want to
Cowbell,
speak
table
over the
11.
speakers. The stick that's...
Focus.
Yeah, but every time I try to say something, I hear...
Table 71.
I hear intercoms coming through, or whatever you call it, speakers.
Grandpa's Stable, Aces High, table 51. Bank Shot Crew, No Ocho, 49. Leftovers, B&B Lounge, table 35. Brass Rail Bus Boys, Time Warp, table 32. Muncie Mafia, Bring the Heat, table 23. Referees, I need Turtle, Henry, Steve, to the tournament desk, please, and Rob.
Just talking about Steve Lomax again. Steve actually made a beautiful cue. Looks like ebony, all kind of jade mixed in. I mean, just gorgeous. And what happened was he had some more mother of pearl or jade left over, so he elected to make a matching jump cue to match the cue. Now the cue stick sold for $6,500, and the jump cue was like $600 or $650. Matching, I mean, just perfect match. And I said to Steve, well, you know what? He wants to buy the jump cue. What do you think? We sell him the jump cue? Steve said, absolutely, we sell him the jump cue. So he's got the jump cue. Steve broke the setup, and which is okay because Steve's cue sticks are perfect. You know, he just did it on a whim because he had some little extra jade or mother of pearl, whatever it was that he had in the butt. But beautiful workmanship. Steve Lomax custom cues. And as I gaze around, trying to see who's walking up and down the tarmac, so to say. Every time I said that we'll try to swing the cameras around, but it doesn't look like these. I guess these are team matches going on. So as soon as one of them are over, once again, I'll pan around. I'm going to step away for a second and get right back to you. I'm going to see if I can grab somebody and drag them in the booth.
Referee to table 76, please. Referee, table 76.
Okay, we're going to have Ralph Souquet in here. He doesn't have too much time, but he's going to come in for like 2 to 3 minutes. He really has to eat because he has a match at 7 o'clock, I believe he said. So he wants to, eat and relax a little bit before his match. But he's going to come over here in a couple of minutes, and he's going to let you have his outlook on the SBE and what's going on. If you want to ask a couple of questions, start typing them in the chat now, because he really has to get neat. I almost broke his arm. I was twisting his arm a little bit to come over here. So if you want to pop some questions in, pop the questions in now. Yeah, we try to get them all in, Pedro. Ralph is working his way over now. So we're going to get him wired up just for a couple of minutes, though, okay, because he has to go eat. Okay, we do have Mr. Ralph Souquet, who has to go eat, folks, so only a couple of minutes. He's going to be in the booth. Get your Ralph questions in now, please. He only has like 2 or 3 minutes. He has to eat because he has a match. Right, Ralph?
Yep, that's correct.
The gentleman of pool, Ralph Souquet, sitting in, guys. What do you think about Super Billiards Expo, Ralph?
Well, it's always a great show. I mean, I really enjoy coming here. And Alan and his crew always put up a great show for us.
Yeah, I agree. And it's always a pleasure to see you, Ralph.
Thank you.
You are the type of guy that is so quiet, but when you walk into the room, it's like ba-boom, Ralph's in the room. You know what I mean? You're quiet, but when you walk in, you make a president.
I don't know. I guess other people...
To me, you do.
Okay.
To me, you're like, there's Ralph Souquet, man. And I can't believe I'm here with Ralph Souquet, I'm still shocked. One of the questions is, and this is probably, out of Ralph's territory, but we can ask him. One of the questions is what does Ralph think about the lack of streaming the pro event? In other words, nobody is streaming the pro event.
Well, obviously it would be nicer if somebody was streaming it, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how big the viewership is when the
it's
event
large.
is.
I can tell you it's large.
Streamed. Okay.
Yeah.
I know from European events, we don't really get too many people watching, even though you have the chance to pick from like 24 tables.
That's my concept, and I hate to cut you short, but this is what I laid on the table for Alan Hopkins, and we possibly might do it next year, is I'm going to have 8 cameras. Mm-hmm. You're going to be able to pick what match you want to watch.
Exactly, yeah.
There's only going to be one match that actually is going to be commentating on, but you can watch any match you wish by pushing the button. This is what we're going to shoot for next year. If it's in the making, God willing, we can make it happen.
Yeah.
But I was on the European streams, and I like that concept. I really do. A lot of people just want to say hi to Ralph, and they're big fans of yours, Ralph.
Hello, everybody.
We know you have to eat, and I promised you 2 minutes to 3 minutes.
Yeah.
You get out there and eat, relax yourself. Thank you for coming in. If you want to sit for a couple more minutes, you're welcome.
Yeah, I can do a couple more minutes.
Okay, good. You see, here's Ralph sitting a couple more minutes. So, I just saw you. I was telling the folks at home that you were the pro in the Kamui booth.
Yep.
Now, what kind of contest do they have with the Kamui?
It's like a challenge to pro thing, and we charge $20, and if you win, you can win a Kamui Gator grip, which is worth $100.
Yeah,
because
I have
it's
one, yeah.
very exotic wood. If you lose, you still get a player's card signed by me, and you can choose another 4 cards from all the other players that are represented.
Shaw, right? They
Yeah,
got
Jason
Jason
Shaw,
Shaw, yeah.
Dennis Hedge, Torsten Holman, Hunter Lombardo, and yeah, some other players that are on the Kamui staff and player reps.
Right. Well, I'll tell you what, Ralph, I've been having fun. I've been here since Wednesday, I think I got down here, or Thursday.
Look at my hands. What do you think?
I think we got to get the clean off. We got to get chalk off. Ralph's hands looks like he's got a lack of oxygen, all blue, from the chalk. Is that Kamui?
That's Kamui, yeah. That's from the Kamui table. That's how bad this table
Well, we
is.
got to get Dan Cintron to clean it,
Yeah, well, would be a good idea.
Earlier question, what was your most memorable event? What was your most memorable event?
That's a really tough one.
The big achievement.
Well, I mean, I won a lot, and obviously when I first won the World Championships in 9-ball in 1996, that was just, I was over the moon.
Right.
But when it comes to drama and all that, it's got to be the Mosconi Cup.
That's what I'm thinking. That Mosconi Cup is brilliant.
Because you're just not playing for yourself, you're playing for the whole country, for the whole continent.
The air is electric.
Yeah,
it's electric.
And it's so different. It's so much tense out there, so much pressure, and I mean.
If you could shoot under that pressure, you could shoot anywhere.
Yep.
Yeah. There you have it, guys. The Worlds, when he won in 1996, and he asked to throw in also the Mosconi Cup. What was your biggest win in money?
That was 60,000 winning the World 8-ball in 2008.
There you go. Monk, you got your answer. Well, you think the President of the United States travels? I bet you that Ralph's got more mileage under his belt than the President does in 2 years. This Ralph travels from Germany, back to New York, up to the Turning Stone, across to Scotland or England. He's all over the place. You don't know how he gets around. And so does Torsten, and the other, gee whiz. I see him in front of me. He came to Steinway last year right from the Worlds. German.
Oh, Ralph Eckert?
The other one?
Oliver Ortman.
Yeah. Oliver Ortman gets off at Kennedy or LaGuardia, wherever he flew into, gets a cab to Steinway, puts the stick together, starts playing. Just came from a tournament overseas. Unbelievable, man. These guys travel. You really got to support these guys. Oh, tell us about the Appleton match, how the Appleton match went, because they couldn't see it on stream. At one point, Darren had you down pretty good, didn't he?
No, I was leading all the way.
Oh, you were leading all the way?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But he caught up, and it's started being a close match.
What was that, 10-6, 10-7?
10-6, yeah.
10-6.
Well, I mean, at the beginning I wasn't breaking well, so we both were struggling with our break, and then second half of the match I started making balls off the break and running out. That was
which is
that made
not normal for you to run out.
Sometimes it is.
Yeah, right.
I mean, if you can't get a shot after the break, or if you dry break, or if you scratch on a break, then it's hard to find a rhythm. And, but eventually, I broke better and got some nice outs, and that was the big difference.
Right. There you have it. There's your answer, guys. Which of the youngest players impress you now? Is there a young player that caught your eye, like Sky, or somebody younger maybe?
Well, I mean, Skylar Woodward, he's a tough player, no doubt. I mean, there might be some others that I haven't seen yet, or that I might have seen but not really know them well enough. I mean, and also Jesse Engel, even though he's not that young anymore, but...
Right. Well, I was talking to Efren when Efren was in New York City a few months ago, and I asked Efren, I said, Efren, is there somebody over in the Philippines that we don't know about that you think is going to be a world champion? And he mentioned somebody's name like 15 years old or 14 years old.
Okay. Well.
I can't remember the name. I wish I could. But, yeah, there's plenty of people out there, plenty of young kids out there that we don't know.
Yeah.
You know, if different countries. We don't have to go to Philippines. I mean, just different countries. We don't know.
Yeah, that's true. Yep.
Yeah.
There's some young guns all over the place. And whoever has the best education, the pool education, as I used to say, probably will have a chance to pick up some sponsors and help. And
that's what it
takes. Yeah,
it takes some sponsorship. And I know they're knocking on your door every day, Ralph.
I wish they would.
Yeah. They are. Trust me. Who wouldn't want to sponsor Ralph Souquet?
Oh. No, I'm blessed. You know,
Yes, you.
I'm okay when it comes to that, but it's getting tougher and
keep going,
harder.
Ralph. I have a phone call. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, and I'm hungry, so I gotta go eat. You know, because I have to play a match at 7 again, and didn't get any rest time after the Appleton match. Well, now I see you're taking Ko Pin-Yi. Well, he's definitely a great player. Not that young anymore. He's already an established player. But his younger brother, Ko Pin-chung, who is I think 17, he is definitely somebody to watch out for. And I even heard they have a third brother that also plays very strong. I don't know his name, but he's like 14. So
family.
Yeah.
Wow.
So Ko Pin-Yi, Ko Pin-chung, and the third brother that is 14 that I don't know the name. But
billiards education. That comes back to billiards education.
Yeah.
You know.
Those three are definitely, or at least two I know.
What is your favorite American meal? Now, they asked that to Efren on Tara once, so they want to know, what's your favorite American meal?
It's a steak, definitely.
Efren said the same thing, steak and potatoes.
Oh, potatoes they have everywhere, but steaks are definitely the best here in the United States, yeah.
There you go.
I just couldn't eat it right before a match because that would put me to sleep and...
Okay, we got Barber in the chat, Barberi, and he wants to know, does the European countries, when they notice like a young player, do they support them? Do you find, like, do you guys support them? Is that what you're asking? Do the professionals support them, or do sponsors support them? Either way.
Well, usually the professionals, first of all, we don't have many professionals in Europe to begin with. We have a lot of really, really top players, but only a few are actually professionals. And the companies or people that should help them are the native countries. Let's say if somebody from Poland is a good talent, keeps winning, then the Polish government and the Polish Federation, they should take care of him, and they do. I mean, especially, that's why I mentioned Poland. Pool is a sport in school. So every year they have like 700 kids playing for the Polish championship, trying to get a spot, go to the European championships, to the world championships.
Right.
And believe me, they have a tough competition.
That's really something that I really would like to see take place here in the United States, because, and I said it a bunch of times, and most of the people that watch the streams watch all the streams, and they're probably going to hear it again. We don't know in the United States where the next Johnny Archer is going to come from, where the next Shane Van Boening is going to come from, unless we have it in schools with that kind of competition. So there you go. They do take care of the youngsters over there, without a doubt. Well, Ralph, you know what?
I've never played the game of bowling, so that's to answer the last question real quick there. So.
Well, that's Bacon. He's got some good questions. He's actually a news reporter for the Daily Planet.
Sorry, guys. I really got to go now.
Yeah, so do I. I got my road partner, Devil Dave, here, and we're going to go to lunch, Ralph. We're going to Harold's. Have you ever been there?
I've been there, and the portions are tremendous big, and I'm afraid to go there and eat something there because that will put me to sleep.
Yeah,
but it's a great restaurant.
I guess I'll be going to sleep because we're going over there to eat. We got to go. Alan Hopkins said you got to go over there and eat.
Yeah, so. It's a great place.
Okay, we're going over. Ralph, I thank you once again from the bottom of my heart.
No problem.
Guys, out there in the stream, I hope you enjoyed Ralph Souquet. We're going to get back to you another time. If I get back in time and Daniel's let me sit in it, I'll try to grab another pro or anybody passing by just to give us some input. Thanks again, Ralph.
All right, you're welcome.
There you go, Ralph. A lot of fans out there.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you, CMB. Yeah, we're going to go eat now, and that's the bottom line. Thank you.
Oh, I need to clean up first.
Yeah, we're going to go eat.
Thank you for helping us.
You know, I want to invite you.
please. Jersey James Gang, Ghouls Misfits, New England, Tap, and Straight Up. Could I have those 4 captains to the tournament desk, please? Teams, check your programs. Table 5, Table 6, and Table 33. You're ready to go. Portage Moose, Table 62. Your opponents are waiting. Portage Moose, Table 62. Still looking for the captains from Jersey James Gang, Ghouls Misfits, New England Tap, Straighten Up. Captains from Jersey James Gang, Ghouls Misfits, New England Tap, Straighten Up. To the tournament desk, please. Chris Turrell to the tournament desk. Chris E. Turrell to the tournament desk. representing joysticks, table 66. Jack in, here to donate, table 53. Clean slate, Geo's Hustlers, table 27. Team Window World, no dry breaks, table 34.
It's officially 5:15. Please check around if you don't have your opponent or your score sheet. I do have 9 tables that are behind the schedule. Please stay at your assigned table. Jump on it when it opens up. If I have any favorites and I leave those tables, we will call you up if we are going to move you. Stay at your table, gentlemen.
Table 37.
Diamond tabletop to 139, diamond tabletop to 139, please.
Canadian Beavers, Tony's Darlings, Table 9. Knuckleheads, Sometimers, Table 17. If anyone comes across an iPhone with a black case, multiple missed calls from Lisa, please turn it into the tournament desk. That's an iPhone with a black case, missed calls from Lisa.
Bada bing. Wow, bada bing. Hey. Well, Ralph Sakay, myself, and Devil Dave just went up to this place called Harold's. And the sandwich, listen. Okay, I'll give you an idea of what the sandwich was like at Harold's. If you took your turkey, hey Marty, if you took a turkey, your normal turkey that you're going to have for Thanksgiving, you and the family, and you throw it on a big huge piece of bread, like a sandwich, that's what this sandwich was like. Double Dave, myself, and Ralph Sakay, we had so much.
Your opponents are waiting.
Camera on the left needs adjustment.
No chance.
All right.
56.
I don't know how Daniel has this working here. I'm going to try it. And we ate the sandwich, and we had enough between the three of us, and we still brought leftovers. Double Dave brought an extra sandwich for himself. Unbelievable. Highly recommended. Absolutely. Marty Herman's absolutely right. It's a pleasure to spend some time with, for sure. I'll do that. Devil Dave actually has a match, but I will pass that along, Bob. Absolutely. So here I am, back from lunch, and I guess Daniel Bush didn't come back yet, or did he? And I'm missing something here. You know, it just fit right into the category. Ralph was in here. He was nice enough to come over and give us a little insight and answer, you know, like a quick Q&A he was doing. And it fit in. You know, it just so happened Ralph wanted to eat, and Devil Dave and myself wanted to eat. So I said, well, what's a better opportunity to ask Ralph to join us at the Harold's? And Ralph knew where Harold's was, and we didn't. So, you know, it was like meant to be.
Upstate out. Yes. I actually have them in my car. But the only issue is when I packed up everything, I left my charger for my laptop at home. But maybe I can do something. This is not my setup. This is Daniel Bush. See, I don't think I burned somebody else's match. I didn't burn your match. But I do have it on the hard drive, and I did bring it. I had 2 back-to-back. Yes. Yes, I remember. I'd like to actually get it over. Yeah, yeah. Give me an address. Can we do it that way? Let's do it that way. Are you friends with me on Facebook at all? No, but I'm on Facebook. Are you really? Yeah, I can do that. Friend you and then send you the address? Yeah, yeah. Let's do it that way, because that's like the easiest way. Because, you know, I got business cards from so many people, you know, I don't want to lose it.
All right, there's Daniel Bush. He says he'll be back shortly. Why, certainly. Okay, Tom, anytime. All right. Actually, it was a gentleman about a month ago. I did a stream at a Clifton Park, New York, and he wants his matches. I save my matches on an external hard drive. I don't upload them to YouTube where they can own the content. So I'm gonna make up a match for him and ship it off for him. Actually, it's 2 matches. Okay. Oh, hey, nothing going on the table. Maybe we can we'll do a little pan of the room. What do you say? What do you say we pan over to the other side maybe we can turn one of Dan's cameras to the Kamui booth, and you can get a pop shot at the Kamui booth. A little bit slow right now, but let's see if we can turn Dan's camera just a little bit. Here you see a picture of the Kamui booth, okay? Of course, it's a little bit slow right now. It's, I guess, dinner time around on the East Coast, so people might be over at the restaurants. But that's the Kamui. And right next door is the Mucci. Marty's absolutely right. That is the owner of Kamui right in front of the booth. Yeah, Marty, you're new at this. I know that. And there you see Mucci booth. Of course, we wish the gentleman Jim that owns Mucci quick recovery. He is recovering. But he does have guys on scene in the booth. And I believe Daniel will be coming back shortly, and then he'll retune these cameras back in on these matches. Oh yeah, big crowd. This place is mobbed. 1 second, I'll give you a little more view. See a bunch of the players from different teams waving at the cameras there. Now I'm going to glance all the way over to the other side of the room. Diamond tables on top of diamond tables on top of diamond tables. I think they're starting to match here, guys. I'm going to have to get back to this table. And let me get this camera back on here. Let's see. I believe this is the way Daniel had him split. I think I got to split him a little bit more. He'll be back, but let me try my best.
going to do it over here by the charts, on this backside, because I can't.
All right, guys, Allison Fisher of NYC Grind is calling, so I'm going to have to step out. Probably something about the 10 Bowl event. Maybe I can get some more updates for you there. So I'll be back. Daniel will be back shortly also, I guess. See you in a little bit.
So you've played with us before. You don't need to stay for the players meeting. If you're new, come on over, gather around, and cozy. I'll give you guys 5 minutes to get here. And don't worry, we will answer your questions if you miss something.
single to the tournament bus, please. Jim, single.
Hello. Smoke and Stroke versus Goodfellas. And on the other side, I can't read that because I need my glasses. New Rock and Team Stupid. New Rack and Team. I wrote it. Okay, let me find it. I feel like Team Stupid right now. Nice rack. So I don't know what the scores are with these games, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit part 2 of this. Nice Rack versus Team Stupid and Stroke and Smoke versus Goodfellas.